All right, so let's begin with today's assignments. We go to weekly agenda again, and you go to Wednesday, you'll see that there is a link for attendance. Don't forget about that. Bell work, and then India Gandhi quiz. So a couple things to go over. First, we'll go over bell work. So bell work, you already have the words and definitions. I know some of you have already turned it in, which is great. Keep doing that. Let's go over examples and must-have. So caste system, just type in caste system examples, and here are some examples. These are just labels in the caste system. So caste system just ranks you. So must-have is ranking, order, things of that nature. So when you were born, you are into one of these classes. So eventually we call this class system in Europe, but they call it a caste system over there in India, and it just ranks you. There is no mobility in it. You just are pretty much stuck there. Okay, so if you're born into the certain group, like say merchants, no matter how good you get, how rich you get, you're still considered a merchant. No matter how smart you are, you're still considered a merchant. So you're stuck in that until pretty much your death. Okay, there really is no social mobility there. All right, so that is the caste system. So Brahmins, Krishnas, Vishnas, Shredas, these all would work for examples of caste systems. Okay, next one, different religion examples for Hinduism. Okay, Hinduism's word, you can type in Buddhism, Islam, Confucianism, Christianity, Taoism, it's pronounced with a D, and then Judaism. So just name me 3 other religions. Okay, since we're talking about Hinduism, it is a religion. Other examples of other religions. For a must-have, it needs a holy book, it needs gods, it needs what religions needs, okay? So a place to worship, stuff like that, okay? For the Vedas, it is a holy book, okay? The Hindu's holy scripture is the Vedas, so give me other scriptures from the other religions, okay? So you have the Torah, which is the Jewish one, or one of the Jewish ones. You have the Quran, which is Islam. You have the Bible, Christianity, and the Sutras, which is the Buddhism one. So just other religious textbooks. For a must-haves of Vedas, it's a holy textbook, so it has gods, it has rules, it has the stuff that you would see in the Bible, in the Quran, and in the Torah. All right. Civil rights. Example, just what are civil rights? Well, you have the right to vote, you have the right to a fair trial, your right to government services, your right to public education. Okay, you have the right to use public facilities. And these are just general civil rights you see in most countries. Okay, so these are what Gandhi was fighting for, just the right for India to vote for its own country. When Great Britain took over, it really didn't allow the Indian people to do much. Okay, it taxed them heavily. It restricted their rights, so they couldn't really vote for their own country. Okay, they really didn't have a fair trial. They got tried by Great Britain people. And that's not fair to the local Indian people, okay? Because the Great Britain people were already racist towards them, so they weren't going to even think about whether or not this person was innocent. They're just like, oh, he's guilty, done. That's why Gandhi was arrested multiple times, okay? So civil rights, once again, if you just include right to vote, right to a fair trial, or right to government services, all those will work, okay? Civil rights must-haves, rights for the people, okay? It's what we need. It's what people should have, all right? So that is bell work. That takes care of all that. Tomorrow we'll go over images, but if you just look, you can just go to here and do it from there, okay? But I'll go over those more thoroughly tomorrow. Which brings us to our quizzy, all right? So this is the first time I've done this with you guys. Now, I know you've done this in this Foster's class and other classes, so you guys are probably well aware and familiar with this site. If you're not, all you got to do is click on the link and it goes to it. Okay, so this is 12 questions long. I have it shuffle questions, shuffle answers. So each time you take it, it's going to be different. Same questions, just going to be different on order. You can take it as many times as you want. All right, this is for a grade. So obviously this is out of 12. So I will be looking at it and uploading the grades to Canvas. So, but you do get to take this in a limited amount of attempts. You have until noon on April 27th. So if you look, that is Monday, to complete this quiz. All right. You do need a passcode when you go to it. So I'm going to show you that here in just a second. I will say that I did allow power-ups and redos and all the different stuff for this, so you get multiple attempts. So in the quiz, while you take it, you'll get different power-ups that will eliminate a couple answers. They'll help you redo some things, give you more points. All right. And then also there's a way to redeem yourself. So a couple times it might give you a chance to redeem. So it'll give you a question that you missed that you can get a right answer on to give you a better score. So there's a lot of different ways to do this and a lot of different helpful links to do or answer these questions. You get about 20 seconds per question, but remember that if you get a bad score or you don't do well on it, you get to take it again. There shouldn't be a time or a window to wait to take it again, so you can take it again whenever you want. It's all over my notes and what we've been talking about. So it's over Gandhi and India. So over India notes, I literally took my PowerPoint and just made questions based off of that, and then what we learned about Gandhi. Okay, so some of the answers are not in the PowerPoint, but majority of them are. Okay, so just go back and look at that PowerPoint, okay, that we did weeks ago. So if you go back to the weekly agenda, I want to say it's in this one. Yeah, this notes. Okay, so the India. Okay, so this PowerPoint, India, Empire, Religion. Okay, so in this week, April 6th to 10th, it's over those notes. All right. If we're ready to go, once I show you the code, it's your time to go work. All right. So the code right there. Okay, 156404. All right. Since this is a recording, I will let it go, and then if you want to go back and look at it and pause it, that's fine. Okay, so once again, it's 156404. That's how you join it, and it should work. If you have any questions about it or it's not working, please let me know, since this is a new one. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing and ask any questions.